Hey, yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, 2 2 2. Successful transfers of this almighty information from me to you. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, 2 2 2. Look, it's way less about what you say and more about what you do. Oh, oh, oh. Oh no, look. Man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your round. Pat Boy Dolo checking in with another episode of Round the Clock Thinkers, man. It's the Round the Clock Thinkers show, and you know what I always say. Shout out to my people, man. You feel me? This for y'all. It's your world, I'm just living in it. You already know that the show is brought to you by the Treeway Winterwear Collection, man. The link is in the description. You can browse the drip, cop the drip, do what you want to with the drip. You feel me? Dig that. Also, make sure that you go download the free e-booklet in the description. It'll take you 2 minutes and it'll be in your email, man. You won't have to wait on the physical copy. You could just go ahead and get the e-booklet. The free e-booklet, downloadable ASAP. You dig? Link in the description. Also, make sure that you go holler at the Amazon link if you want a physical copy. Yeah, only if you want a physical copy. Listen, me personally, I recommend you just get the e-booklet. It just makes sense. You see what I'm saying? I'm still growing. I'm not famous yet, you dig? I'll have the booklet with the autograph in it, and then it's gonna be worth some shit, you feel me? But what I do have is very valuable information that will benefit you in your life and everybody around you that soaks it up and applies it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to provide value. That's it. You feel me? The quickest, easiest possible way. You know what I'm saying? But today we're gonna be getting into something a little bit more intense. The last show I dropped, I was talking about the judging you. Right? Well, this show, we're gonna be talking about the art of intense focus. Now that is the business, because that is really that's what's gonna separate you from your competition. Period. Having the ability to hyper focus, to be intensely focused for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? Without any distractions. Not allowing anybody or anything to distract you. You feel me? And that's where, in my opinion, isolation comes in at. Now, I know everyone, they really don't favor isolation. They think that you should always be in the mix, which I get it. You know what I'm saying? You should always be putting yourself out there and stretching yourself and putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. All right, cool. I get it. But me, I am not completely against isolation, and here's why. Because it's levels to this. So someone who's just getting started, a beginner who's just learning themselves and learning how to focus, isolation is going to be good for them. You know what I'm saying? Isolation is going to be really good for someone who's just getting started, because they need to get the feel of everything with themselves first before they involve being around other people or others in general. You see what I'm saying? So in the beginning stages of truly becoming familiar with yourself, in my opinion, Man, look, isolation should be your greatest tool. And what this tool will do is help you cultivate a flow while you're focused. I call it the focus flow. It helps you cultivate a flow. You know what I'm saying? And once again, what I believe about isolation, take as long as you need. Take as long as you need. But the key is to stay hyper-focused on what your goal is so that the flow that you create becomes momentum. So you don't want to be focusing on the wrong things. In other words, in all caps, let me highlight this as I read it. You do not want to isolate and loathe. In other words, you do not want to be isolated but lazy at the same time and stuck in the wrong habits, still backtracking, because this is where you can get sucked into the wrong flow of momentum, and instead of becoming more productive, you wind up backtracking. Feel me? Instead of moving forward, doing what you need to be doing, you're backtracking because you took isolation and loathed with it. You stayed away, and then you didn't even continue the inner work and the deep work that you need to be doing for yourself and for what you're trying to create. See what I'm saying? And when you get sucked back into that darkness like that, those lazy habits, listen, you are subject to things like excessive social media scrolling. That's one. You're excessive to that. You be laid back on your phone and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, 2 hours have passed and you've been watching videos, scrolling, reading posts of bullshit that's not going to get you any closer to your goal. You know what I'm saying? Also, overly consuming unnecessary video and audio programs, which kind of rolls into social media, but at the same time, movies, right? Movies, gossipy podcasts. Feel me? And also movies, they can be educational. It depends on what movies you're watching, but gossipy podcasts, TV shows, Love and Hip Hop, shit like that. Unnecessary video programs, unnecessary audio programs. You're not growing at all by consuming that shit. You're just a consumer, and somebody somewhere is getting rich. See what I'm saying? By feeding you bullshit, so that you can stay where you're at and keep watching them so that they can keep getting paid. That's the play. You have to look at it from that type of view. Also, another one of the lazy habits that you'll get sucked back into is overeating. Not engaging in exercise activities. You know what I'm saying? Being stagnant, stiff, lazy, bullshitting, making excuses. You don't even want to watch anything motivational because in your mind, you know you fucking up and you know you're supposed to be doing something productive, but you're not. You're watching somebody else's life and not even learning anything from it. You're just bullshitting and comparing and oohing and ahhing. You know what I'm saying? You're not even really soaking up any game, something that you can apply to your own personal life and grow you and put you in your dream city, your dream car, your dream crib with your dream female or your dream females. However you know what I'm saying? You can take your dream trips just by applying information to your life, but instead you rather be a watcher from the nosebleeds in the stands, and you rather let somebody else play the game. With me personally, that's not my cup of tea at all. I like to be on the field, in the game, in the mix, learning, growing, taking L's, what I call lessons. You know what I'm saying? Building more, creating new things, shaking hands, laughing, feel me? And then when I did isolation, listen, I focused on the information. I read books. I listened to Wesley Virgin. I listened to multimillionaires. I listened to people who had basically did the same thing. It's multimillionaires who cut off family members and divorced their wives and all kind of shit because they needed to focus. So intense focus can be misunderstood, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But you will know that you are doing it right when you start feeling confusion. When you start feeling confused, you feel like, damn. For example, you start to feel like you're ignoring people. Like you don't want to really, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to hang out with them. And you're like, damn, why I feel like this? Why I feel like I don't even want to really engage with them, don't want to hang out, feel like I'm ignoring them. Like I'm not usually like this. Why is that? Well, it's because you really are in need of intense focus on what you need to do. You're in need of focusing on you and not engaging in any other outside relationships other than the relationship with yourself at the given moment. You feel me? So do not mistake that as a bad thing or feel like a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Don't mistake that. Because you're just like working on you. So just give them an honest presentation of what you own, like what you got going on. You feel me? Let them know what's up and keep it moving. Proceed with your growth journey. And it is very important for you to keep in mind this, yo. It's your life. It's your growth journey and it's your life. See, that's a help with the confusion by keeping that in mind. It's my life. It's my life, my growth. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to tell anybody shit about what I'm doing. I don't have to do that. If you make the choice to tell them, then it's on you if you make the choice to tell them. But me personally, I keep I'm a very secretive person, especially when it comes to success and manifesting and going on fast and all this stuff. Like, I don't be telling everybody my business like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, in my opinion, that's very sacred to me. That's like sensitive information that I hold very close and dear to me. If I'm standing next to somebody who don't believe in water fasting, I don't need them to know that I'm water fasting, because I don't even want to hear the negative shit that they're going to conjure up and say and freestyle out their damn mouth. I don't even want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keep it to myself and let my stomach growl. And you know what I'm saying? If they hear it, I'm going to just say I haven't ate today. I haven't ate today. You know what I'm saying? Shit, fuck all that. For real, man. So understand that you'll be misunderstood. Feel me? You will be misunderstood. Absolutely. Because you're changing, you're doing something different. That means you're becoming a different version of you that they've never hung out with. They've never met before. Your family, your girl, your whoever. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, they just won't get it. You will be misunderstood. So don't become subject to someone else's thoughts or feelings or lack of understanding of what you're doing, because you're doing something that like 3% of the population do. You did? Come on now, like shit. Be realistic here. So, you end up breaking habits along with old habits, the friends, quote unquote, and the family as well, quote unquote, who are attached to you only because you had those habits. They'll disappear out of your life. They will absolutely dissipate along with the habits. So be ready for that. It may be somebody that you really fucked with heavy. When you start to really focus, intensely focus, on what you're supposed to be doing for you, and you quit giving a damn about what somebody else is thinking about what you're doing. For example, if you don't pick up their call because you're intensely focused, right? They're not gonna trip about shit. When you come back, if it's 60 days later, see, I do mental fast, 60-day mental fast, where this is a part of it. I don't talk to nobody for real. I be locked in on the information. Feel me? And 60 days later, shit, if I haven't picked up the phone or got back with some people, when I finally get back with them 60 days later, be like, yo, I've been fasting for 60 days. What's up? My bad about that. I just needed to really intensely focus on what I was doing. Yo, they don't even care. They'd be like, word bet. That's what's up, man. How was that? You know what I'm saying? They don't be tripping. Like, damn, man, shit, I thought we had. Because if you got somebody that's reacting like that, that lets you know where they stand. And in reality, you probably will never grow with that type of person in your life. Because they're going to always be tripping when you do odd shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And to be great is to be odd. You got to do odd shit to be great, man. And you have to be willing to accept the odd behavior that people are going to like project towards you. You feel me? So, don't overthink being misunderstood. Don't overthink any of this. For you will know you have arrived when you make it to that particular checkpoint on your growth process. So don't be overthinking, expecting like, I'm on this journey and I'm expecting this person to react this way. And then I'm expecting this person to react this way. Don't be thinking so much about that. Let that normalize itself and reveal itself along with what you're doing, because you're focusing on what you're doing and moving in a forward progress, in a forward progression, right? Whatever the extra shit, the extra people, they're going to reveal themselves. Either they're going to be like super chill and understanding of what you're doing and probably want to indulge and learn more about it, or they're going to hate that you're trying to change and be better than them. And they're going to start showing their true colors. And eventually, guess what? Once again, they're going to dissipate. Gone. Pew. Out of here. You dig? So you just throw them the deuces, wish them well, and you keep it moving. Why? Why you want to be that cold? Because for one, life goes on. And for two, it's your life. And it's your journey. If you want to chunk the deuces and keep it moving, even when nothing even went wrong, you just feel like you don't want to be cool with this person anymore, and that's how you truly feel, listen, you let them know and you keep it moving. That's what's called self-love, and that can be really misunderstood. That's what's called self-acceptance, self-understanding. You know what I'm saying? That's on a deeper level of yourself. When you start making decisions and you consider other people's feelings or whatever the case, but you understand that you got to do what you got to do, and you're not willing to compromise a decision to save how somebody gonna be feeling or thinking. You dig? So you just want what's best for you. And once again, self-love and authenticity, man, it'll have you getting rid of people. People that you wouldn't even think that you would want to get rid of. You'll start seeing them differently, and you'll say, you know what? I gotta get away from this motherfucker. And you'll be, content with that decision. But later on, when you think about it, looking backwards, you'll be like, yo, I never even thought about thinking about that I would view that person particularly that way. But once your mind open up, listen, shit starts to get weird. In my opinion, weird in a good way, but you gotta be cut for this shit. You dig? Also, a side note, I mentioned that earlier too. The ones that stays and be patient and understanding, they'll end up being a hella help on your journey, on your new journey. They'll end up being hella help because I'm not saying to seek familiarity, but to have someone familiar that's trying to like change along with you on this new shit, that could actually help too with momentum and you sticking to it, because now you got somebody to kind of hold you accountable on top of you holding yourself accountable. And y'all can make it like a game, like some kind of challenge, you feel me? But when you want to intensely focus, it's an art to it. Feel me? It's an art to it. But once you focus, do not isolate and loathe. In all caps. Imagine me saying this shit in all caps. Imagine you reading this in all caps. Study the information. Now, the art of intense focus is a very big part of mental fasting, and that'll be a segment of the Unlimited Reset. When I release that segment, it'll have pretty much some of this in there, but way more depth into this topic and mental fasting in general. But focus and intense focus, way more depth is going to be in the Unlimited Reset. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. Also, make sure you go and download the e-booklet. Man, it's in the description. The link is in the description down below. If you want a physical copy because you're old school and cool, you feel me? You just want to have the paper so you can highlight and look at it every day type shit. Actually, in your hand, like physically, I get it. You can also get the physical copy in the description. The first link, I think it is, that's the Amazon link. You feel me? You can get it shipped to your address just like that. You know what I mean? And you'll have the actual paperback copy. Also, make sure you go browse the drip. We got products, not just merch. We got products. Link is in the description. The Teespring link is going to show you to the products, and also the official site link. You go through that site link, you be able to get the one-on-one free consultation. You just got to email me or DM me on Instagram. You'll be able to get the free consultation. Also, you'll be able to get the e-booklet. And I think I got like a pack hoodie on there or something. It's like one that I'm willing to, print up and ship out, or hand-to-hand transaction, whatever. So fuck with me, man. It's your Ron Pat Boy Dolo. Checking out. Peace and love, y'all. I'm out. Peace.